Hello, this is Tanisha J with Cosmic Roots. Today we're doing a reading on Toneaamitchell. But before we do a reading on Toneaamitchell, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. I wanted you to know all of my readings are intentional for growth and healing, and these are not to be taken as professional advice for any financial, medical. It's not factual. Please use your discernment. What falls with you, allow it to flow with you. What doesn't, let it fall away. And remember, if today's message finds you exactly when you need it, may it bring clarity, encouragement, and peace. Now, let's see what Spirit has for us today. Today, we're going to talk about Tonia Mitchell case. Um, this is a case that has not too much information because when I was looking into it, I didn't see a lot of things. And for the only thing I know is she's a 27-year-old who was found dead near a Miami park, and they they were told that the investigation. I think her family was told the investigation was a suicide, but the family does not believe it. And being that they ruled it a suicide, I wanted just to see what was the energy around that day. That her on June, I think it was June 18th because it was around Juneteenth, not too far long because Juneteenth just was a couple of weeks ago, so a week or so ago. So let's just see what the energy was surrounding that day, and let's go from there on June 18th. And also, before I begin the reading, I want to send out a heartfelt energy of love and healing with her family because this is something tough. And I pray for nothing but the truth and the facts to come out about their loved ones because that's all we need because you want them to find peace in what has happened to her and also receive justice. So let's begin with questioning what was the energy surrounding Toneaamitchell that day. I believe it was June 18th. So what was the energy surrounding Toneaamitchell that day? What was the energy surrounding Toneaamitchell that day? It's me. I'm going to try to make this a short read and not keep y'all too long. What was the energy surrounding Toneaamitchell that day? Oops. What was... I'm trying. There's so many cards coming out. I'm trying to align them. Okay. What was the energy around Toneaamitchell on June 18th? What was surrounding her that day? What was the energy surrounding her that day? What was the energy surrounding Toneaamitchell that day? June 18th. Jealous. Yeah, ancestors here. Abundance. Do you, boo? Hell yeah. I mean, there was someone who possibly was jealous of her. I'm going to put this ancestor here because I feel like anytime I get an ancestor card, they're driving the, I hope you guys can see. They're driving the reading. Let me make sure you guys can see. Okay. Okay, so with the ancestors card, so they're here. The spirit team is here. Her spirit team is here, helping. So there was someone who was jealous. There were some secrets. Liar. She was not protected. She was safe around this person. Anytime I get protection, I feel like they felt they were safe around a person and they were okay. Third party. There are others involved, threesome communication. So there may be others involved who know something about what happened that day, June 18th. So there may be others who know what happened. They're saying a third party. They're saying it was jealous. There were secrets. Is there any other? What was the other energy surrounding Tonia Mitchell that day? Happiness. She was not happy. Maybe there were some financial problems. Someone possibly could have been watching her. Somebody's watching you, stalking you. Okay. Friends. The energy involved friends and associates. So that may come in with the because we had third parties. So there may be some, and like I said, I felt like when that card came out, where is it? Protection. I felt like she felt safe. So she was around people that day who she felt safe with. Friends that she was okay with, that she felt she had no worries to worry about, whoever it was. But there was some jealousy, there were some secrets, and possibly watching her of all the things of what was going on with her that day. So possibly there could be a witness. There's someone who knows exactly what happened to Tonia that day. They can tell you where she was and everything. I don't know, for some reason, I just thought about it. The case has so little information. I was thinking about it when they found her. I was like, did they find a cell phone? Did they find anything that they could actually go back and kind of draw a line or create a story of how her day was that day? We're going to do another quick read with some other cards also too. Okay. Speak to me about Tonia Mitchell case. Speak to me about Tonia Mitchell case. Spirit, speak to me and tell me what you would like for me to know. My question is, was there a phone? I don't know why something's like, is there a phone? Was there a phone? But let's see. Uninvited guest. An uninvited guest may have come towards her. Remember, all this is just alleged. There is no this is not factual. We're just reading around the energy of what was it that day. Tell me the energy that surrounded that day. What are some of the things that surrounded that day that we're missing? STD, spiritually transmitted disease. Stealing your energy. They threw dirt on your name. Like we said, there was jealousy. Third party. Here, third party comes again. There was a third party situation. There was a third party situation happening. Hold on. I know there's a lot going on in this case because usually when my cards come and I have to stop to actually get them to go in one direction and they're tossed all differently, there's a lot that needs to be said about this case is not being said. So let's just talk about what we have so far. There's a third party. They threw dirt on your name. Again, remember we had that jealousy card previously before. Uninvited guests. Maybe drinking was happening around that time. There were some drinking happening. It was Juneteenth celebration and everything. I swear, there's a lot. I think there's a lot going on. Begging Most High for forgiveness. Warning, pay attention to the signs. They possibly was giving her signs about who she was around. The snake. Look at that. That what got me. The snake. Evil eye. Hmm. Someone who she didn't know she needed to be worried about. Suspicious death. Look into something isn't right. So they're telling us, trust your intuition. So what the gut feeling of her family was saying, like, they don't believe it was suicide. They don't believe they set a trap for you. Trickster. So possibly, again, this says third party situation. There could be other people who was involved, and like they stated, suspicious. Her family don't believe she did it. And it says gossiping and lying about you. Hmm. Mm-mm. And this is justice is going to be served. Karmic masculine. Okay. Was there a phone call? Is there something on her phone that could show us? Is there anything on her phone that can show us? I'm looking to see if there's a Pacific card come out. Is there anything on her phone that will help to lead to that day, what was surrounding that day? Because I didn't hear about a phone, nothing being found, her belongings, or anything. If it doesn't come out in here, I'll ask in money. Someone stole our money and is stealing someone else's. A person in the military. Someone stole something from you. She is definitely divinely protected. She's safe with her ancestors. So, corrupt officer. Two-Face. Made a deal with the devil. She was surrounded by some people that she did not, who were not actual friend of hers. She was surrounded by some people who were actually not friend of hers. She thought they were friends, but they really were not. This person is a killer or plotting to kill you. They are calling your phone blocked. So it may have been some things that was happening. And like I said, whenever I asked if there was some type of phone, that phone may hold a type of resource or something about what went down, who she had conversation with. Did they find a phone? Did they have anything to kind of correlate what happened during that day or whatever? Or was she in a dispute with somebody or anything about something? Because these cards are very telling. Because, hold on. Because we have stole something from you. We had stolen money somewhere. Let's see. We had another stolen money, but I can't find where. Oh, stolen money. And another thing that came up, these two. Yeah, the set a trap for you. And this. Like she possibly knew someone who she was safe around, or someone who was in this type of occupation or so. So she wouldn't dare think anything would happen to her. Or whatever. Hold on, let me get my cards. It's a lot of cards on those situations. And remember, one thing we got was suspicious death. Look into it. Something isn't right. So Spirit is saying, look farther into what happened to her. Because it may not be a suicide. It may not be a suicide as they're claiming it to be a suicide. We're going to do a couple more cards. Should investigators be looking at friends around her. What was the energy and what happened that day? What was the energy that led to what happened to Toneaa Mitchell that day in their fields? I hate nothing about you. Sex shop. There could have been some type of sexual relationship. Love story. Toxic. Maybe a toxic love story that was happening. Someone she was dating. They betrayed her. New beginning, expectation. Was she in a relationship? Did they say if she was in a relationship with anyone? Because something, and this expecting new beginnings, could be a new relationship that just was starting and coming in, or they were going to start beginning their lives together or something, because they got love story, toxic betrayal, because she had been possibly thinking she may know they fucked up, anger management, keeping a promise, copycat. Doing drugs, outdated, check yourself, private relationship, bad choices. Okay, so far, this could be an assumption. There was a private relationship that many did not know about, and maybe it was a private relationship, and the new beginnings was that they were starting, the new beginning was they were going to start having their love story. They were going to start living their love story out loud. They know they fucked up and it feels, and we did see third party. So the question is to search and look. Possibly could there have been a relationship that was going on, a private relationship, and things fell apart? Destroyed. This red lipstick. Police. Fighting for what really happened. What really happened to her? Was there a relationship that happened? Was there someone insecure setting a record? There's a record that needs to be set straight to get to the truth of the story. I think there's so much to her story and it's being ignored and actually needs to be investigated and found out. Because with these cards coming, I'm not saying these are truthful cards. These are alleged. These are just us having conversations with spirit, emotional intelligence. Now, with that emotional intelligence card coming up, and then we had that card in their fields, could there have been a private love affair that was going on and it was found out? Or there were some argument or hurt feelings? Pregnancy test, unsure results. A pregnancy are positive or negative. Whoever did it, they're watching it going down. They have gotten rid of evidence. Keeping you a secret. Getting played. Sexual protection. Envy. Kicked to the curb. So there's a lot of things that are happening in this case. I don't think no one is thinking about it. Now, I'm only saying possibly. I don't know this to be tracked. I don't know this to be a fact or know this to be truth. But with the cards that are coming down here, it's like there was a relationship that was going on. And within this relationship, there were some issues getting played. And then, like they said, it was a private relationship. So they possibly could have been some type of love affair that they really wasn't talking about, that they didn't let everybody in. And maybe there was a jealous person. Again, we have envy. We had kicked to the curb. Maybe there's someone who wanted to be with her or someone who wanted to be with that other person. And they got envious. And it led from one thing to another. Argument, a fight. And it led to what it is. But it says third party. So there is someone who has more information. And with information, they also has thrown that information away. So there's more information out there. And check that phone. I feel like that phone, because that was the first thing that came to my head. Like, what happened to the phone with the belongings? Where are her belongings? Where is stuff at? They never said. So, okay. Speak to me more about the energy, the people, and everything surrounding this case of Toneaa Mitchell. What is it? I don't want to pull on her energy. But with the energy surrounding the case, And the energy surrounding what happened to her, what is it that she would want to tell us? What would she want us to know? What does spirit want us to know? Inside scoop. A closer look, nosy up in your business. There is so much more. Travel. Clout hungry, viral or nothing, lives for attention, make shut up for drama. Look at that phone, y'all, please. If y'all can find that phone, social media, something. It's something that is left behind that is right in front of your faces. Fake smile. Love on the brain. Bad karma. Haunted. I think someone was watching her. There was someone envious watching her. And they may have possibly been jealous of what she had. They may have been possibly girl fight. Want you back. It can be so many things. And I'm not saying so many things because I'm gonna be honest with you. There had to been a relationship. Someone found out, someone got jealous and attacked. I don't know if someone wanted to be with her and they attacked her because they wanted to be with her, or someone wanted to be with her partner who she was with at the time and attacked due to jealousy. That possibly could have happened. I'm not sure. Like I said, this is only alleged. This is what the energy is bringing. But I haven't heard anything else. Definitely talking shit. Yeah. There were some things going on. Gossip behind your back. And this is the second card, gossip behind your back, because the previous card, it said gossip behind your back. Romantic love affair. We got fake. Someone was watching this young lady. And following her. And it was about a love affair. Allegedly a love affair. And they were jealous of her. They were definitely jealous of her. So hopefully they will look into the case a little bit more deeper and see exactly what has happened. I'm going to pull 3 cards out from the tarot deck and see what the story lines up. Let's see. Spirit, if you can show us exactly, not exactly, but with clarity and with truth, what happened that day. Form the energy of what happened that day surrounding Toneaamitchell. If you can give us of what happened that day. There was movement, lack of direction, opposition, aggression, self-doubt. Because we've had travel. And I know she wasn't from, she was not from Miami. She was from, I believe, Flint, Michigan. But she had, I'm not sure how long she had been in Miami or so. But with this card does mean travel. It does mean movements. There's a money card that comes up. We have money card, new opportunity, manifestation, abundance, prosperity coming. Swords, intellect, truth, authority, discipline, intellect. Look at that. There was feelings and offerings. There was some offerings, a romantic proposal. But I don't think she could see past it. This is my question. And I'm only posing this question because it's a possibility. So, oops. My question is, this is what I'm seeing and this is what I'm thinking. Was there a relationship that she was in? And in the relationship that she was in, she possibly no longer would have wanted anymore. I feel like a lot was going on with this relationship. and she was ready to be clear of the truth and be clear of what was currently going on, of what was happening. She had this relationship with this person for a minute, and here we go. Here we go with the three of swords, a third party. Hmm. Mm. This love affair possibly could have been quiet because this person was already in a relationship and may have been keeping her secret, or may have not told, and she may have found out. Um, because you see unfairness, deception, lack of foresight, truth, and clarity. I think there was something she didn't know, and something she didn't have clarity about. Hmm. And she may have dated this person previously before I know this person. Hmm. Unfinished business. So this may have been a person from the past that she's dated previously before. Lack of progress and delays. It may have been promises. Again, we see this may have been promises of what they promised her but never came through. Person may have had a family. I'm seeing some things, but I don't want to say what I'm seeing because it feels like there definitely was um a relationship that was going on and it was found out, and it turned pretty ugly. Allegedly, this is not facts. We're just reading the cards. We're just reading the cards around the energy. That's all we're doing. And lies were told. So she could have been, what's the word, blinded and didn't even know what she was really truly into. Or there could have been promises and things that were told. And that led to her demise because she didn't know. She did not know. And it was just a play on her. And she wasn't even aware of the danger she was in. She wasn't even aware because, again, like I said, it was basically, like, oh, okay, I know this person and I've known them for a while, and the people who we around it, there were definitely some things that were happening that made it to her demise, and she was blinded by it. She didn't know of really what was going on. I'm not sure if she knew or she was trying to figure out, like, is this what I think it is? Can I have a new beginning? Is this telling me the truth? But there was definitely someone watching her. There was definitely someone watching her. And I think this person knew good and well what they were doing. They were playing. But I'm going to end it right there because I'm feeling a lot of energy of lies, as there were lies being told to her. She wasn't taking the lies. But somehow someone knew about what was going on, and her being blinded, she didn't know what was going on. And that's how it sneaked up upon her. There's two more people who knows what's going on. I think they're keeping it secret. There's two more people who knows what's going on, and they're keeping it a secret. They have evidence. They know, and they know because they did it. But again, allegedly, I don't know. Whew, that's a lot. Now let's do premonition. Let's see what's in the near future about this case. What's in the near future about this case? What's in the near future about this case? Sick. Surgery. want to say this because I saw the card surgery. That was actually the first card that jumped up. I shuffled back in because I was still in the midst of shuffling. So I just thought, oh. But when I saw surgery, I saw someone like they're saying they have back problems. And the reason they have back problems is due to what they did. They, I'm feeling like the reason they have back problems is because what they did when they, I don't know why I'm seeing this, like when they carried her body or so something, they weren't expecting her to be that heavy or anything or whatever, XYZ, and they got an injury. They got an injury and it caused them to have surgery. I don't know why I'm seeing that allegedly. There is bad news coming. There's going to be something in a text message. I want to know what's that phone. And the bad news, the news may be of something found in that text message that can link. And not only the phone, look at her, because what I saw was social media. Look at her social media messages. Look at her social media messages. And see. This person, let me see if it comes again. Because again, accidents. This person, okay. Yeah, okay. Because it came out. This person, let me see if I can find a card. Because new card came out. And the very first thing in my head was like, oh, they got to get a new car because of what happened. Evidence and everything in that car. So they had to go get a new car. They're going to say like it was an accident or da 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 or whatever, XYZ. Or possibly in the new car they can have an accident and someone can be like, wait, you just got this car and da da da, what happened to the other car? And people are going to start asking them about the old car and what happened. But they had to get rid of that car because that car would hold evidence of where Tania was. Of where Tania was. So the person may have, like I said, had to get a new car because the evidence that would be in that old car that they had could link them to her. And that would be bad. That would definitely be bad. So they went and got a new car. But I feel like they went and got a new car and they're going to get an accident in that new car. And in that new car, and then asking people like, wait, and you just got a new car and you got an accident in this one? Man, what you doing? What you doing in these cars? I don't know why I feel like I'm hearing that. But that's what I'm seeing. Allegedly, this is what I'm seeing. It's not true. It's not factual. Just us having conversations with spirit in the cards. That's all. I want to ask a question. Was this person married? Was this man married? Was this person married? Was this person married? Let me see if it's going to answer. If not, we'll come back another time and see. Was this person married? The way this person is going to get caught, it's going to be on a simple thing. Like you wouldn't think that a person would get caught and linked to a crime, but it's going to be something so simple. You're going to be like, what? And they're going to be like, now how? Maybe through some financial debt, maybe through something. It's going to be something so simple. Is this person married? Was this person married? Let me see what's come out. I just want to see what it says. Was this person married? Again, we got gossip. We got tears. We got pulleys. Was this person married who Tonia had a relationship with? Was this person married? Marriage card came out. So definitely, there is the crowd. There was someone else. There was. So I'm going to leave it there. And we are going to, if there any more evidence, is there any more, anything else that comes up, We definitely will go back into this case, Tonia Mitchell case, and see what else is going on. But that's what the spirits are speaking. This is what the cards are showing. These are not facts. These are not facts. Again, this is just allegedly in the conversation we are having with spirit. But I'm gonna leave that there. And if y'all hear any more things and y'all think about more questions that y'all think I should have asked during the reading, please, shocked. And it has something to do with money. I think it's going to be shocked of who it is. And I think it's going to be shocked of who it is and how they found out. Because it's going to be something super simple that they didn't think about, that they forgot about. But it was linked, and it links them and Tonia Mitchell. And that's when everything spirals and comes to the forefront. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to read and taking time with me to read. Again, sending healing energy and love to Tonia Mitchell family. And again, thank you for allowing me to read with you guys. Remember to stay rooted in love. Until next time.